There is the boy Entei right here waiting for us. As we find Alder, you know what? I'll be right back, Alder. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's go ahead and challenge Morty, man. What is good and welcome back to Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Today we are going to try ourselves out a bunch of new fusions, since in the last episode we did get ourselves a brand new shiny, which is insane because I didn't even think I was going to end up catching any shiny in this game. And not only that, but we have a bunch of legendaries available for us to catch. Now off rip, what I know I need to get is that Mewtwo in the Cerulean Cave because he has been there waiting for a minute. And there was also that Entei that was in Victory Road that was just sitting there, I think on the second floor or something like that, which I definitely should go back and be able to catch now that I'm actually the champion and can do all that stuff, right? Beyond that, I'm pretty sure there are a few more legendaries that I can catch at this time. Beyond that, we've just been doing a bunch of exploration and progression. So we finally finished up here in Mahogany Town. And I think pretty much the next place I need to go from here is Yucateque. And I think at this point in the run, I should be able to go anywhere I want to. I mean, I think there's no clear directive anymore. To my knowledge, I think it's just collect gym badges, find those missing legendaries that I have yet to find, and wrap up on the region, right? Alright, but with all that being said and done, I think today is going to be one of those more side quest filled episodes where I'm just going to do a bunch of more side content and like wait to do the final progression like at the end. I probably will end off doing the Yucateque gym just because I am trying to do a gym for every episode, right? Since we are nearing to the final point of this series. But before I do reach to that point, I am trying to do as much side quest content as I can before wrapping things up here and transferring everything over to Infinite Fusion 2, which I will again definitely be getting on as soon as I wrap up on this one. But that all to say, I have a few things to do and a few more gym badges to collect. So I think from here on out, let's see where we can go first. And real quick before we hop into it, if you do enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like button. It definitely helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subbed to the channel thus far, consider subbing to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with both this type of content as well as Pokemon Champion type content or just other Pokemon content in general. Now, I did just get myself that shiny Mawile last episode, right? Which means I definitely have to try a bunch of fusions, which I will get to in just a moment. But my last thoughts before going into that are there any possible last candidates to do more fusions with, right? I mean, I do have a bunch in my PC already, but there are a few legendaries that I can go catch. So I think I may take advantage of that and catch myself some. Not to mention, there are a couple encounters that I do have to get now that Yucateque is available, and who knows what the routes, right? So I think from here, what we do, we can either go back and either catch that Mewtwo or catch that Entei, whichever comes first, to be honest. And then from there, I think we can see how we proceed. So until then, I will be back. I will either meet you guys in the Victory Road Cave or in the Cerulean Cave. And let's see if we can catch ourselves a legendary. Alright, well somehow, I don't know how I didn't beat this trainer already. I'm on my way to getting Entei, which I believe he should be over to the right area, which again, I mean, I guess it makes sense I didn't get him before considering I missed this trainer entirely, who I'm pretty sure is blocking the path. So let's see what you got, man. I guess it's like a little trial to see if I am worthy of getting Entei, right? And as you can see, I did change up the fit to the all black fit. Once again, repping the fact that we are the the Kanto League champions. As we run into a Poison Fairy, which is actually going to be pretty annoying to deal with. So I think from here, I should just want to low-key swap out. Maybe just go Meta Nance and Meteor Mash you, right? As you try to Herb Power me. Alright, well, goodbye. Alright, I mean, you are 20 levels below me, which is huge. Again, man, how much we changed in such little time. Feels like 2 episodes ago that I was down here making my way to become the champion. As now we are 2 badges away from finishing the Johto League, which is insane. Alright, but we beat that guy. Alright, there is the boy Entei right here waiting for us. So we go ahead and claim this item real quick here. A Skullfossil, so I'll absolutely take that. Alright, Entei, man. Let's see. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. I met your 2 fused brethren, which is interesting. Let's see if maybe I can't capture you, and then from there, maybe they'll be accessible. Alright, but to be honest, is my team even ready to fight you? Hold on. I mean, I do have Gear Sharp, but if I'm not wrong, I'm a Ghost Steel? Yeah, which I don't want to have out. I guess at this point, just go Kyodon. Kyodon's the only one that I think should be able to like tank everything completely. Right? I mean, I am water ground. All right, and again, Sensei should be like level 50 or something around there. So wish me luck, man. Roar. All right, so he does have his custom theme as well. And there he is, level 45. All right, man. I definitely want to keep myself the Sensei because, I mean, Sensei is personally like my favorite of the trio of the three beasts, right? So crazy how before everyone used to call them legendary dogs, and like one day everyone just woke up and was like, hold on, some of them don't look like dogs, you know what I mean? But yeah, Entei definitely has to be my favorite one of the three. I know a lot of people prefer Suicune, and some people even prefer Raikun, which is fair. Raikun is definitely fire too, and Suicune is cool, but I don't know, I'm definitely a fire guy at heart. So let me see if I can maybe just quick Ultra Ball this. I highly doubt you'll go in one attempt, right? And you get the burn off, which is kind of crazy. Alright, so I mean, let me see if I can maybe do one more or maybe two more Ultra Balls, and if I'm here, we Forward Storm. And you Fire Spin me too. You're being extremely annoying. But I should just be able to get rid of the burn here. I think I still do get burn from the Fire Spin. Yeah, very unfortunate. Alright, but let me see. So based on the balls that I have too, there's not really too much that I can do, right? I mean, I guess I could like, I never understood the point of a Frost Ball. Because it freezes the wild Pokemon, right? But don't they thaw out the same turn anyways? Like, let me try one out real quick, because I have 3. Yeah, look at that. He got frozen before I even get the ball off. You know what I mean? Alright, but so you are frozen. Oh, so you actually stayed frozen. I swear that's the first time that the ailment actually stuck, right? Alright, well, I guess you're frozen. That definitely gives me a little bit of an advantage. Now I do have level balls, and you are what, like 26 or so levels below me, something like that. In which case, I'm not sure how effective that would be. And I guess at this point, the only other option would be like an Ultra Ball, right? I mean, Safari Ball wouldn't really do much. A Repeat Ball definitely won't work. Or maybe even a Dark Ball. I don't even have a Dark Ball or anything like that. That works well in the cave. Alright, whatever, I guess Ultra Ball it is. Let's see if you can't get in like this. You're frozen solid again, which is kind of crazy. For 2 turns off the one, the Frost Ball, it's kind of crazy. Alright, but you saw, you thought out, excuse me. And you confused me, which is, he's very set up to be annoying. He has Fire Spin, he burnt me, he got the confusion off. But again, let me see if I can maybe just keep spamming these and get you in. Come on, man. There we go. All right. Yes, I was about to start begging. All right, but there we go. We got ourselves Entei in the beginning of the video. I'll take it. Again, this leaves more options potentially for the Mawile fusions, which I will definitely take. And look at these crazy... Oh my god, my voice. And look at these crazy sprites. I feel like some of these are definitely references to something or the other, right? Like some of these might be references to the TCG card arts. I feel like some of these, like, I don't know, maybe this one feels like a reference to like the movie cover from Pokemon movie 3, I think it is, the Unknown movie. This one's like my favorite one. It just looks so regal, such like a lion-esque pose, which is really cool. All right, but we caught ourselves the first of the 3 beasts, which is huge. Again, let's see if we can maybe find ourselves now Raikun, now that we got ourselves Entei. And now we can also bring this to Eugene in Cherry Grove, so we can also do that. So overall, very fire. Let me go ahead and store him to the PC, and I guess I'll meet you guys in Cerulean so I can catch that Mewtwo. Alright, so here I am back in Cerulean City. Now, I did change up the settings in for the randomizer so that the Mewtwo can actually be randomized, because again, we do have him on our team already. But here we are. Let's go ahead and use that serve to make it to this little aisle here. And we finally, at the end of the game, have Waterfall. There's like a little vacant area on the right there. I'm not sure what that's all about. But here we are, the Cerulean Cave, which there are now 2 mods I will get, because there is a new static encounter in the form of Mewtwo, right? And there is still the random encounter in the cave, so I mean, I can definitely get that. As we pick up Hyper Beam, which is pretty cool to have. And we find our first encounter in the form of a Darkrai. Very freaking cool, but unfortunate that I do already have it, so I had to leave that. But I am running pretty low, so let me go ahead and heal up real quick. Right? Don't want to run into a mon and like lose my Kyodon off rip. As we run into yet again another encounter here, potentially. Reginub. All the legendaries are wanting to come out now, huh? But so that is Swinub, which Swinub turns into a Mamoswine, right? Which I don't think, to my knowledge, I have any evolution of at this point. So I mean, I think I am all safe to technically get this. Again, I do have Reggie. I have Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Regigigas, right? So obviously this is dupes, but I guess yeah, we can go ahead and capture this. This is a ground normal. You know what's crazy? I am what, 20? I think at this point, this is like what, 26 episodes in. I am 26 episodes in, and I still haven't really like completely figured out the difference between normal typing and steel typing, like based on the image, because they both look so similar. Obviously I think this is a normal though, since this is half Regigigas. Regardless though, I think anything that I do will potentially kill you. I might be able to earth power you, but I mean I'm like what, 20 something levels above you. So let me try. You know what? You are tiny, but you're half Regigigas, which Regigigas is a big and fat mon, you know what I mean? So maybe we can use this heavy ball. That actually almost got in on the first try. So let me go ahead and try it one more time. Third the charm. Not even close. Alright, well, those attempts are not working very well. Let me go ahead and try the classic Ultra Ball, which I did go ahead and buy a few more of. I'm not expecting to use over 90 from Mewtwo, but at the same time, I'm definitely ready. Also, I mean, again, it isn't exactly going to be Mewtwo. It's going to be something randomized. I hope it's something that we definitely don't have, right? I don't want to come this far just for dupes. I mean, whatever it is, we're still going to encounter that static, and whatever it is, right? But until we get to that point, let me see if I can't get this damned Swinub, which is for the life of me not going into this ball. I'm going to have to skip this part. Hold on. All right, holy, we finally caught Reginald. You guys don't know how long that actually took. I'm not gonna say it took me like an hour or something crazy like that, but it definitely took a lot longer than it needed to play colossal Pokemon. So let me go ahead and show you guys something, right? I'm gonna switch to the PC, no nickname, right? All that good stuff. Mind you, I start off with 98 or so Ultra Balls. I'm down to 61. When I say I can go on forever, I really can. Not literally forever, but I'm able to last a minute. But we got ourselves a Swinub. Let me see if I can continue and find my way to that Mewtwo, which should be like somewhere up this ladder, right? Wow, you guys don't know how crazy this is. I'm over here looking for my way to up that ladder as I find Mewtwo. He decided to come down here instead. And he was looking for me. Alright, but unfortunately, I gotta leave you, man. I gotta find you the legit way. So I guess I'll be right back. Alright, so we made our way down this ladder. Let me go ahead and claim this pearl. Also, I did see that the prisms there, the Necrozma prisons for the mission. Obviously, we do have Necrozma already, but that's another one where I would not mind doing the missions just to get a free static, right? As we collect ourselves a Max Revive, and traverse our way over here. Yeah, so there's that prism right over there. Which, by the way, when I do start Infinite Fusion 2, I think I will take off legendaries on regular encounters. Did we find them already? No way, right? No, it's just a different area entirely. Again, it's been a minute. But like I was saying, for Infinite Fusion 2, never mind, we did just find him. He's just sitting right there. For Infinite Fusion 2, I think I will take off static I will keep on static encounters and take off legendaries as an option for regular encounters. That way we can actually like save all of them for the end. I wanted to take them off for this route just so I can get all legendary fusions done early, but I think I don't mind waiting till the end, right? Alright, but here's our boy Mewtwo. Now again, this is going to be completely randomized, so let me see if I can't get something that's, again, good. I'm hoping something good that is not dupes. As unfortunately, it is a Darkrai, which of course we do have already. Which means I guess we can kill this. I mean, again, we already have this. This is super dupes, right? I guess, I don't know, we can just solar beam him to death. As you live with one. Again, very unfortunate. Would have been the perfect opportunity to catch it. But It is what it is. My party got some XP for that. Mewtwo vanished into thin air. All right, I guess it is what it is, man. Let's see. Maybe do I report back to Elm about all that? I mean, I do have a Mewtwo in my party, right? As we encounter a Snubble. It's pretty interesting. Again, we do have a Mewtwo in my party, so maybe I could potentially just go to Elm and be like, yo, look, I definitely caught this in the right place that you showed me and not anywhere else because of a randomizer, right? So let me see if I can't maybe try that, and from there we can either try some fusions or see if there's any last minute mons to capture. All right, so here we are where humble beginnings all started, right? Let me see if Oak wants to see this Mewtwo that I catched. Did you talk to my colleague? Congratulations on getting all these Johto gym badges. It's not an easy task that you've accomplished. I have one more Pokemon to give you. You can have one of the starter Pokemon that are handed to new trainers in the Hoenn region. Okay, well, I don't know which any of these are. I'm sure like all these are dupes too, or like they're either gonna be dupes or something, right? Funny enough, we do have Trico and Torchic already, so I mean this would technically be dupes. So Mudkip would obviously be the answer, but again, since this is randomized, I think we can go with whichever one, right? It doesn't really matter here. I guess Trico. As Trico gives me a Magcargo, which I think, to my knowledge, I already have. So that is dupes, unfortunately. I want to double check on that. Congratulations on getting all these gym badges. It's not an easy task, blah, blah, blah. All right. All right, so I mean, I guess we do get Magcargo if we don't have them, which I think we already should have, right? And I real quick wanted to check something, actually. Hold on, what's this guy doing here? I'm looking for a Squirtle. I want to trade one for me for my Mudkip. Wow, that's actually crazy that we literally just mentioned that, right? I don't know if this guy was even always here too. And unfortunately, I do not have a Squirtle. I mean, I do have a Ditto and a Blastoise, right? But I don't know if I want to do all of that. That is pretty cool though. Again, I don't think he was there before. And I actually can surf here now that I do have a surf. I don't think I actually hit that before, right? And Route 21, is that a new encounter technically? I think it is, because I don't think I've actually ever ridden down here before, right? To my knowledge. And we still have to fight you, man. Bro, I was over here thinking I had to like talk to you, but all right, let's see what you have, man. Fisherman Ronald with your Stuffly, and you're level 40. All right, so I should be fine. Just solar power your ass. Yeah, I guess I should. But whoa, that's a crazy looking design. Kofabi? So is that Kofagrigus and what? Celebi? What would that be? Looks almost like the Sandcastle Pokemon, but I don't think that's what it is. Surely? Alright, well regardless what you are, I guess we just Origin Pulse you. Right? What's your last one? The same thing, but as a different typing. Alright. I guess Solar Beam would be the most neutral. As you do eat it up. I mean, it makes sense, right? You're gonna Guard Split. One more. Alright, there we go. Again, I am very curious to see what I can find on this route here. I doubt I'll find anything too crazy like a legendary or something, but if I can't find let's see if I can't find an item or something. Found a pearl string. And then right away we make it to Cinnabar Island. So I mean, I guess there's not really too much here to find. That's some crazy leash range. What? I caught all my Pokemon at the sea. All right, let's see how true that is. Let's see what team you have here. Watch them have like some sand Pokemon or something. As you pull up with Honkoon. I mean, I guess that is a water Pokemon. So I guess that is fitting, but there's no way you found a Honkoon just chilling in the water. But so all right, you see this one I can tell is a steel water, right? So I guess I can just I don't know, Solar Beam would be neutral, right? But because I am so many levels higher above you, I kill you, right? You send out Milo Drill. All right, I mean, so far you are being a water trainer, so you know what? I do believe the fact that you got these on the sea, right? But I guess we can just Solar Beam you as well. You see, you live, right? Eat that up. And there's nothing left for you to offer me. All right. So again, I wonder if there's anything out here. I felt a large Pokemon beneath my feet. I doubt that that's a hint for anything around here. But you know what? We can't get an encounter here in the form of Sliggoo. That's crazy, because isn't this Goodra and the pre-evolution fused? Right? Like, those are some crazy odds to find this. But nonetheless, this is our encounter. I don't even know if I have a Goodra too. I feel like I low-key might. But you know what? I guess we'll capture this in case we don't. If we do, we'll just capture another encounter, right? Doesn't really matter. But let me see if I can level ball this. I mean, I am 40 levels above you, so yeah, that should be pretty easy. Cake work. Yeah, this is literally just Goodra and the pre-evolution, which is pretty crazy. All right, so here is my Sliggoo. Oh wait, Sliggoo's the second evolution. Really? You know what's crazy is I think I've never seen the second evolution to Goodra. I could have sworn it just went from Gumi to Goodra, right? I mean, I guess regardless of his dupes, I do have Goodra over here in another tab, right? The other box. But wow, it's actually kind of crazy and almost mind-blowing. And yeah, we also did have Mad Kogo already, so that is a dupes, right? So dupes all over the place in this episode, right? But let me see if I can get another encounter while I am still here, right? I mean, I guess there's a patch of grass right here, and this is still technically Route 21, right? So I guess we can get a grass encounter here. What the hell is that? All right, Origid? I don't know. Nonetheless, though, we do have Oricorio already. Now, do I have a Pidgeotto evolution? I don't know. This is another one where I'm kind of not too sure. I guess I'll throw another level ball, see if I can't get it nice and easy, right? Hopefully. Nah, you woke up or you broke out instantly. Can I do one more potentially? Hold on. All right, you're being extremely annoying. Ultra Ball time, I guess. Yo, if this level 26 Origiot doesn't get stuck in this Ultra Ball, I don't need you. I'm just getting you for the sake of having more options, man. I could kill you right now and have no regrets. As you're trying to baton pass to nobody. Like, let me see. I'm at 53 Ultra Balls? Dude. You have 3 more before I kill you. 1 more. You see how they listen. You see how they listen. I was threatening him with death, and that man said, all right, I'll come with you. Like, that's crazy. All right, but nonetheless, we got Origiot. Again, this is a Pidgeot Oricorio fusion. So let me see if I don't already have a Pidgeot. All right, so I actually arrived here to Cinnabar Island because I was looking at some of the side quests that I do have. And there is a sunken ship quest for me to look for an old memorabilia and some sunken ship here. Which, I mean, I do have dive now, right? So, I mean, I guess we can potentially investigate that. Not only that, but I mean, I guess the Seafoam Islands now are searchable, right? Or at least I can proceed, right? As I encounter all these Greninja, which is crazy. But you know what? Let me see if I can, I guess, enter the caves first and see if I can find what was over here. Also, I do see Blaine just chilling there, so definitely there's stuff to do here. Oh, what's up, man? Hello, Vandy. What coincidence seeing you here. This place has always fascinated me. So close to the volcano, yet frigid as ice itself. Fire and ice. The juxtaposition of those two elements is captivating. I always thought it would be a good location to build a Pokemon gym. That sounds actually pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. Anyhow, that's enough chit-chat. Since you came all this way, I challenge you to a rematch. We'll meet up at the fighting arena in Vermilion City. Come when you're ready. Alright, I guess we got our first official challenge as the champion, right? Which is definitely interesting. That's definitely cool. Oh my god, I kind of regret not interacting with this thing when I was talking to Blaine here. Hold on, I will go down the ice pick or the ice wall in a second. I do want to see though what this is all about over here. All right, well, I can't interact with this, oddly enough. I don't know if I'm missing an item or something, but regardless, again, we do have that ice pick, so now we can climb down here. No new encounters, obviously, very unfortunately. But let me see what else we can find here. Maybe that might be a legendary of sorts or something waiting for us down there. There is also that item up there, which I do want to go ahead and encounter or go ahead and fetch, right? As I deal with another encounter. Let me see. Is it through this side? No, I gotta go one square to the right. All right, as we get ourselves an Enigma Berry, was it worth it? No, but I mean, it's still pretty cool. I guess I got another one, right? All right, but let's go down here as we see even more of the cave. All right, so let's go through this middle tile, go down like this. All right, so again, this is definitely gonna be like one of those little ice puzzles, kind of like from the older games, which I kind of do miss. I'm not gonna lie. Just like the ice gym in Diamond and Pearl. I mean, realistically, like all the ice gyms, right? Realistically, but I think it's low-key bam, 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 bam. But I still got it though. All right, but so let's see. There is a lot more to go through. Okay. I think I kind of already see what to do here though. Bam. As we find a Jinx. Now, I actually forget if I already have a Jinx, but random encounters are still up for statics. Again, I know it's like all over the place in this series. I definitely will change it up for Infinite Fusion 2. However, for now, randomizers are up for statics. Let's encounter this Jinx and see what it is. Hopefully something cool and new. A sweet cool. Oh my god, dude. So I almost feel messed up for having a cat or for catching this because Raikou is a thing, right? And I'm pretty sure there should be a canonical way to get Raikou, which is again why I want to change it up for Infinite Fusion 2, because again, I know now, knowing that all legendaries will be obtainable before too late in the game, I definitely want to save those for when it's actually time to get them, right? All right, so you are level 40 Suicune. Again, I'll take this, you know. I'm not gonna say that I won't, you know. Like, I'm not gonna just kill this and just get my day going, you know. I'm gonna stop everything and catch this because it is still a Suicune at the end of the day. However, you are level 31 levels below me, so maybe I can try a level ball. All right, no, this is gonna be a little bit hard, potentially. All right, you know what? I mean, you're kind of moving the ball a little bit. I am the literal best mon to have out right now. I'm a water ground, so anything you throw at me, I will probably eat up. And let's see if we can get this, man. Again, we did just get Entei too, so we can also try that realistically too, right? Entei, Suicune Fusion, what? Entune or like Suite? I don't know what it's gonna be called, but regardless, we're gonna get it done because we're gonna capture Suicune. Come on, man, just get in the ball, please. All right, this might be one of those situations where I have to spam it. Just like that Reginub, I will spend as much as I need to get this Suicune. I mean, we did miss out on Mewtwo as well. Damn, kind of. You know, I say miss out in quotations, like I don't have him in the party. But we did miss out, I guess, on a static legendary encounter. So I will take this up for I will take this for missing out on that, right? All right, as we catch him, who knows how many Ultra Balls later, but regardless, the important part is that we finally got ourselves a Suicune, which is, again, it's a little bit dirty that we kind of cheated our way in getting him early, a little bit. Am I morally distraught by that? Not the slightest. All right, so let's go ahead and choose this Suicune sprite. They all look pretty cool, to be honest. You know, I guess it kind of makes sense that I caught Suicune in this ice cave, though, right? So let's exit this. I wonder if there's any more items and stuff to find here. We go down this ladder, and so this is a little swimming portion with Articuno just chilling there. And you know what? Again, randomizers are still up. I already have Articuno normally, so we can get this too. So now I feel a little bit better that I have randomizers up, right? But let's see how I can go ahead and capture you. You know, it's crazy because before I turned on my repel, like literally right before I said that I wanted to keep I wanted to keep these wild Pokemons away, if I can speak. I encountered an Articuno, which is kind of funny, right? I mean, honestly, I was gonna skip it. I guess at this point I'll probably just keep it in for editing, just so you guys can actually see that. But nonetheless, so here we are. Let's see if we can't make our way back to that Articuno. I think I'm just like getting mixed up here. So I guess we go up, down, down again, even further down. All right, so here he is. Let me actually make sure my team is set up and ready to fight, right? All right, so now I am fully healed up. All right, with Articuno, let's see what you are, man. Legitimate encounter as we find Lugia. All right, so I guess we just trade one legendary for the other one. I'll absolutely take that. I said this many times before. Lugia is definitely my favorite mon, man. Definitely been my favorite mon since I was a kid. I'm glad to actually see this as an actual encounter. This is another one which I am sure I would be able to find normally. I haven't gotten any single hints to the whereabouts of Lugia in this game yet, but nonetheless, I guess we do find them here. You know what? You are known to be very tanky, but let me see if I can't maybe capture you without hurting you as well. Hey, we got Master Ball now, so you know, worst case scenario, I will have to throw that if you try to kill yourself. But nonetheless, I guess we can start off with a level ball, unless I have a quick ball, which I don't have, unfortunately. Again, let's try level ball, see how that works for us. That almost went in one go, which is kind of crazy. All right, I'll try one more low key. All right, I think it is time to try the Ultra Balls here. But wow, we find ourselves and catch ourselves at Lugia pretty easily too, to be honest. Way ahead of schedule too, because again, I was sure that I'd find these guys eventually, probably, right, naturally, because that is what it's looking like for all these legendaries. But again, I am completely fine with getting Lugia this early on. Again, Lugia is my favorite mon. With some cool sprites, man. I don't know, it's just something about Lugia, just so cool, man. Maybe it was like the movies going up, or like just having like little figures of it. I don't know, just something about it, just so cool, man. And the shiny is even crazier, right? Which, to be honest, I hope the sprites that this makes with Mawa does have shiny Lugia remnants, right? Because hopefully since after fusion is shiny, right? Blah blah. But wow, we actually have ourselves a Lugia. Again, back-to-back legendaries, back-to-back water-themed legendaries, I guess, right? I mean, Suicune is naturally water. Lugia, I guess, is associated with water. But that's insane. All right, let me go ahead and claim this sprite. Doesn't really matter, right? I'm gonna be fusing this thing, right? There's no way I'm not. Again. Oh, all right. So first of all, let me cancel this real quick. I did put myself a Magikarp in the party because, like I did say, I was gonna go ahead and do myself a bunch of quests, which one of them revolved around one guy looking for a very high level Magikarp, which I hope is level 31, should be sufficient, right? But nonetheless, let me go ahead and stop the evolution. And again, man, wow. All right, so I'm over here trying to make my way out of the cave. Oh God, as I seemingly need to put more repels, right? I was gonna make my way out of the cave, but I see this egg over there. So let me go ahead and turn on the super repels one more time. See if I can push the strength over here. I guess I never made it to this area, huh? So let me see. How do I actually get this egg? Okay, I think I see what I need to do here. Actually, no, I don't. Never mind. I just figured it out. All right, let's take this egg. And I guess once we make our way back out of this area, we can just potentially. I didn't even investigate the ship, which is crazy. I was gonna say we could potentially just hatch that egg, but you know what? I guess what we can do here real quick is, since I'm not at the guy yet, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out that Magikarp for the egg, hatch that real quick, and then see what we can get. All right, so I used up my super incubator on the egg. Let's see what we get here. Obviously this is gonna be randomized too, I think, or not. I mean, I feel like this wasn't randomized, but nonetheless we get a Snorunt, which I will absolutely take, to be honest. Actually no, I cannot take that because that is, yeah, again, another dupes, man. Very unfortunate, but all right, it is what it is. Again, let me go ahead and move this guy out of here, put him back in the box. Even the elite box is getting like overtaken by all these mons, man. I'm definitely gonna have to organize this box in a bit. All right, so let me see if I can make it to this dive spot real quick. And also, now that I am thinking about it, since there are all those legendary trainers, right, like the fairy trainer, whatever, like the experts. Since there are all those experts still available, I am getting to the point where I will want to face them soon. I mean, we are getting endgame, right? And we still have the majority of them still available. And I do want to face them for the sake of a challenge, right? Well, so for now, let's, I was gonna say surf. Let's dive. And this is not where the shipwreck was supposed to be. What is this area? A pearl. Is this just a bunch of pearls? Is there nothing else here? I guess I dove in the wrong spot. And wow, man, I am just very good at dodging trainers, because the fact that this guy is still there and I've yet to battle you with your Driftula, or at this point, I'll just use dive, right? May as well. I did just put it on. And you're gonna swap to Shitwig? Bro, that doesn't seem like an appropriate name for that mod. Alright, Shitwig, let's see what you're capable of. You're level 38. I doubt you'll be able to do anything. I guess let's dive and see what you would have done. Swagger? Shitwig with the swagger. Alright. He tanked the dive too. He's kind of tanky, huh? I know I'm like ineffective, but kind of funny. Alright, as you send out next, Lutrum. Very interesting you have the evolution. Alright, now this poses a little bit more of a threat, but I can just surf power in, right? And you have no other mods. Again, very interesting that I didn't fight you up to this point. But so there is a shipwreck apparently somewhere around here. I guess let me see if I can't find that. It might be down here, maybe? Alright, so I'm hoping it's right here. This dive spot here. Beyond use dive. Alright, so there's yet again another pearl, maybe? Yeah, I'll take it. Let me see potentially what else there is here. Yeah, again, another pearl. I don't see the shipwreck here unless it's in this cave, potentially. Which I low-key doubt. I wonder where this cave does take me, though. Oh, never mind. The shipwreck is really right here. As we find a citrus berry. Now, why do I feel like that was the memorabilia? Let me go ahead and use this super repel. Yeah, I high-key feel like that was the item that I needed. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that quest done if that's the case. Yeah, again, that is something I'm gonna have to change for Infinite Fusion 2, because there's a lot of side quests I am unable to do because of these items, right? Alright, so let's go back up. Again, I am pretty sure that was the person that I needed, or that was the item for the person, right? Let me see if I can't make my way back there, and then see if I can get a yelling, right? All right, here we are finally at Yucateque City, where I did make it too at the end of the last episode. However, since we were nearing the end of it, I didn't really want to do too much, so I just left it off for today, including the mart. So let me go ahead and see what you guys are selling here. Maybe something crazy. A claw fossil. Let me see what else there is here. Yucateque. I mean, surely there's gotta be a lot of things, right? Maybe some quests, maybe some people to find. As we find Alder, you know what? I'll be right back, Alder. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. What about over here? What's in here? All right, an empty house. Maybe we can rob the place or like look for an encounter or something. It's the Guess That Fusion quiz show. Looks like, wait, what is it? Looks like the contestant isn't doing so hot. Hey, that's not me, man. I did pretty good. All right, so there's nothing in this house, all right? What about over here? Plants are wonderful, don't you agree? I simply love watering them. Here, take this with you so you can spread some joy yourself. We finally obtained the squirt bottle, which I'm assuming is for that pseudo-boodle that's stuck there. There's nothing over here. I guess we could potentially get one more encounter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we do have still enough time, right, at the end of this. We also do have this building here. What's up, man? There has been a strange otherworldly energy lingering at the bell tower these days. Oh, the Unovan League champion came to investigate it and determined that the energy signature was similar to that of the legendary Unovan Pokemon. What would that be, like Zekrom or something? He trusts me not to let anyone near the tower until this is resolved. I'm sorry, but I cannot let anyone through, not even the Kanto League champion. So hold on. You're telling me... And he's blocked? Wow, look at that. That's crazy. What's up, man? Can you break me? Can you break me? No? I can't break your ankles. You'll break mine. All right, whatever. Again, so you're gonna let the Unovan League champion come over here and like strut around like this is his home, right? Like he can do whatever he wants. But you can't let the newly made Kanto champion do that. Like, all right, man. I see where your priorities lie. But clearly there's like something up there. I'm assuming I have to talk to Alder about all of that, right? There's a hotel here as well as a water area with a surfing spot, which means I guess I could potentially get an encounter there, right? There is also this house over here. What's up, Granny? Anything you have to tell me? My child. You seem like a very mean person. You have a lot of anger in your heart. Spread kindness around you and the universe will be kind to you in return. Is that someone telling me about my karma? Is that because I've been robbing too many Pokemon eggs? Is that what it is? Alright, unfortunate. Let me see if there's nothing else before I either get a new encounter or talk to Alder. Are you looking for the Pokemon gym leader? He went to the burn tower to train. He probably doesn't want anyone bothering him. See if I can proceed here real quick. This is the burn tower. It was hit by lightning 147 years ago and subsequently burnt down. Morty, our local gym leader, often goes inside to train. Ah, so Morty's probably in here training. Is that what's going on? I'll definitely take this red flute. As I fall down to the bottom floor. Very unfortunate. But I guess this will be an encounter for, you could seek, right? As we find Tanat. I think this is Dupes. I'm not sure what the other half is. I mean, I do have a Venonat, right? Tangrowth, I guess, or Tangela. Regardless, whatever it is, I should have both of these. So, I mean, this is Dupes. But again, live encounters are live, right? As we see Ghastly and stuff over here. Okay, so I have to be very careful about how I handle this, I guess. Are you gonna push me back? I guess not. I wonder if that just bugged. All right, well, whatever the case is, I guess we do make it here. I imagine I have to go up and then fall down. Okay, so I imagine I have to go to that right side over there where the Haunter is coming from. Let's see, there is that Ghastly being annoying. I think I can make it here pretty easily, right? Unless I want to like be greedy and get that item. You know what? May as well, right? Okay, so these ghost Pokemon, all they really do is just grab onto you. Found a Safari souvenir. You know what? That's actually insane because I think I could actually now do one of those side quests I was talking about, right? Which is pretty crazy. All right, but let me see if I can make my way over here. If this Haunter just chilling on me. What? We really fell. That's crazy. Wow. All right, I guess I have to go back and make my way back up. So maybe if I jump up, there we go. He walked on these old creaky planks with no hesitation, like a phantom in the night. Yes, you must be a special trainer. My name is Morty. I'm the city's gym leader. You intrigue me. So confident at such a young age. I would like to have a Pokemon battle with you. Meet me at the Yuka gym if you feel the same. Alright, so I guess that's our invitation to go and battle him. Again, we do have Blaine as well, who we do have to battle in, what, Vermilion or something he said. He said somewhere, which I have to investigate all of that, right? But so for now, real quick, let me go ahead and heal up. Let me do some fusions real quick. We do have the gym set up and prepared. Again, I know it is definitely getting to that point in the episode, but I guess I do want to run some fusions, right? We did just get ourselves some insane encounters, right? All right, so here we are at the PC. Again, I do want to try out multiple fusions here. I will not be able to get through all of them, right? So I will have to continue some of these for the next episode. However, disregarding this magic trio who's just chilling here, we do have the shiny, we do have the legendary beast, we do have a Lugia, right? We do have a Swinub here, which I don't think I will evolve today. I'll probably evolve on screen or something like that. But for now, you know what? First and foremost, let's actually see what Entei and Suicune make, right? We gotta see what they make, surely. Entune or Suite, whatever it's gonna be. Let's see what the result is. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty cool here, right? As we get Suite, okay, like I did think. Interesting design. I mean, it's just the blue Entei with like the Suicune crown, which I'm not sure if it works on Entei that well, but nonetheless, this is the design. This one's a little bit better by Plastic, but damn, these designs are not that great. I'm not gonna lie, only 2 of them, and they're kind of all right personally. Pretty cool, but could have been a lot better in my eyes. All right, let's try out the other route real quick and see what we get here. Damn, so you see, I don't know again if it's the colorway, how I always say this, but I do think this one does look a little bit better than the last route. I mean, maybe it's the golden crown going on, or I don't know, but nonetheless, these are the 2 sprites. Damn, again, only 2 sprites. Very interesting. I do like this one a lot. Damn, very unfortunate. And first and foremost, let's go ahead and try Entei and Mawile. Let's see what we get here. As we get N-Wile. An interesting design. Still better than like Entei and Suicune, by the way. Interesting. Only 1 sprite though. Very unfortunate. I mean, again, it's not the worst by any means. But I was looking for something better for sure. So this is Entei and Mawile second round. Let's see what we get here. As we got a crazy cursed creature, we got Mate. So it's just Entei with his face replaced with that, right? It's cool, but really only 1 sprite for both. I know it's kind of like obscure, Mawile and Entei, but come on, man. All right, maybe Suicune and Mawile will have better results. The silhouette definitely looked like it might. Let's see if we can actually carry it out. As we get this, we got Suiwile. Almost like a Mega Sylveon, if you want me to be honest here. But so let's see what your sprites are. We have these 2, which this one kind of reminds me of like the JoJo character, right? The one that controls her hair. But nonetheless, I mean, pretty cool. Again, definitely better than Entei and Suicune in my eyes. But let me see if I can't get better. All right, here's the second route. Let's see what we can get here. Again, man, they haven't been the craziest fusions thus far, but that might just change with this one. Already, I kind of do like the way this one looks a little bit more. I don't know, like the whole build just fits a little bit better. As we get whatever the hell this thing is, with an interesting face. Again, this one is not bad, but damn, I don't know. Mawile might be a hard one to find good fusions for, right? All right, fingers crossed this one has a pretty crazy design because again, I keep saying this, but Lugia is my favorite mon, man. Paired for shiny, it's gotta make something crazy, right? Surely. Okay, as we got Luwile, you know what? That's not the worst design. It's actually pretty cool. I like the whole like phantom Lugia head you got on the back of your head, right? Although I'm not gonna lie, I think the regular colorway actually looks better in this case because you do have like that whole Shadow Lugia vibe, right? It does look pretty cool, but like what the hell is this? I know this is like the automated one. But again, I was looking for like better sprites. This one is, they are pretty cool though. These are so far probably the best ones I've seen in today's episode. But again, let's see if we can get maybe better. All right, here's our second route. Let's see how this goes here. Again, that last one was probably the best thing we got so far, but let's see if we can top it off. Damn, you know what? I do like this one a lot. I do like the whole Lugia body. I don't know how I feel about like the whole bag piece being like merged with whoever your mouth is. Man, and there's no way to tell me this is the only sprite, man. All right, let's try out Mawile and Moltres. I feel like these 2 might make something pretty cool, right? Surely. I don't know why. They just give me like a similar vibe. As we get this Mawile, literally Mawile, right? Pretty cool looking design, but yeah, again, we run into the same issue. Just 1 sprite, man. Like, it looked cool, but I was hoping for a lot more, man. Let's try out Reshiram and Mawile's route. Okay, as we got Reshiwile, that's pretty cool. I'll say that, right? Like the fire effect on the head is pretty cool. The blue one is even better, to be honest. But these are, yeah, again, the only 2 sprites. But again, at least this one gives me multiple options, right? Like, they are essentially the same thing, just with a color palette for the fire. But again, that's kind of better than nothing. All right, here's the second route here with Mawile and Reshiram. Let's see what we get here. Again, I am hoping for something crazy as we kind of stumble upon something crazy. All right, we run into Malram. That is a Steel Fire. No other sprites, unfortunately, but this one does look really cool, and the shiny makes it look even better. All right, so this is the sprite. Ultimately, it does look like a pretty cool one to end off on. So I will have to come back to this. All right, next up is try Banette and Mawai. I feel like these two might have something similar going on. The fact that they are Gen 3 mons. And also the fact that we get whatever the hell this is. Which I am sure is 100% a reference of sorts. I'm just not sure what kind. It looks pretty cool though, I'll give it that. As we get even more references, seemingly. Try out Lucario and Mawile. These are two steel types, which I feel like might have something going on together. And as you can see, they do. All right, so we have Lucawile with a crazy like Kamehameha coming out of your jaw right there, right? A little aura blast, if you will, which is definitely fire. Let's see what you look like as the shiny. All right, so that's what we get there. You look almost like a cool lava, like with a or like a Typhlosion. Like the fact that you have like a black, I don't know, just the way that the black head fits with the body, right? But I guess we can try out the other route and see what we got there too. You know, just for the sake of it, just because I do have two Mawiles now, because obviously one is dupes. Let me see what they can make real quick, right? I'm very curious to see. Okay, as we got Mawile, right? With a crazy design. Okay, so this is like the Mega, right? This is Marnie, I'm pretty sure. So very cool. I'm a big fan of this one. I like the fact that it has like snake heads going on. The Deceiver Pokemon. All right, let's see if you don't have another route. Also, again, this is very cool. I even almost want to like stick with this one. All right, so I guess it made sense that there was only one result for both routes. I mean, like, what else would you do, right? But high key, I think just because we are getting to that point in the episode, I think I do want to end off the fusions here for now, and I think I will end off on this Mawile double fusion, right? I know this is a Nuzlocke and dupes are obviously illegal, right? But I feel like this is the literal one time I would make an exception just because the design looks so cool. And I mean, I kind of made an exception to capture them all because it was a shiny in the first place, right? So since this is kind of like the special rule breaker, why not make a rule-breaking fusion, to be honest, right? And I mean, it is Steel Fairy, which is ultimately an insane typing. Morty should be here now, if I'm not wrong. Oh, you know what? I think I do remember a gym like this before, something like this. All right, Mr. Champion, the trainers here use Ghost-type Pokemon. They aren't very talkative, but they can pack a punch. Take this, a Rocky Helmet. All right, now I gotta remember, I did lose a Mon to Claire, which was very unfortunate, but also a wake-up call. Bam, bam. All right. There we go. We finally made it to Morty, man. Not the most annoying gym, but these Johto gyms, man, they're definitely getting there and annoying. And the level of annoyance, right? All right, but I think we should be good to go. I don't think we need to set anything up. And let's go ahead and challenge Morty, man. Good of you to have come here. Here in Yucateque, Pokemon have been revered. It said the legendary Pokemon will appear to the truly powerful trainers. I believe that tale, so I have secretly trained here all my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. This is why I have an affinity for Ghost-type Pokemon. Just a bit more, with a little more, I could see a future in which I meet the legendary Pokemon. They're gonna help me reach that level. All right, man. I can definitely help you reach that level, man. What better chance for you to reach that than to challenge the Pokemon champion from Kanto, right? And you send out Charcoon as we are taking on Gym Leader Morty, man. All right, let's see, Charcoon. Let's see what you got. So you are a Water Fire. Charizard Sweet Confusion. Honestly, that's not even a bad looking fusion at that, to be honest. But from here, we can either Earth Power or Origin Pulse. And I guess we can potentially just Earth Power, right? I think Earth Power would be the better move here to hit. If I'm not wrong, yeah, because it's actually effective. As you burn me, I kind of don't like that. So let me go ahead and Photo Store here. Which, yeah, I kind of figured you would as well. But let's hit one more Earth Power. As you trap me in a Vortex. Very annoying, but I think from here we just Origin Pulse you, right? Unless you full restore, actually, which I don't know why I didn't see you using twice in a row. All right, but nonetheless, we do get the KO here. You're gonna send out Teddy Magius, a Ghost Normal. Well, from here we can just Solar Beam you, maybe. It does a decent amount. So does Thrash, but Solar Beam does get the kill off here. as you send out Luca free. That's a crazy looking design. And to be honest, I probably should have swapped out to say Galatu for that. But I guess for now we can just full restore here, and I guess solar beam. Actually, you resist that. Low key, I should probably just overclose here, right? As you close combat now, hold on. You're kind of getting a little bit hectic there with your attacks. Let me go ahead and just orb gym pulse you again and kill you. Perfect. All right, as Gear Shard levels up, let me go ahead and swap out to Galatu though. Like I did say, let me go ahead and give him some screen time. It's been a minute. With your Regigella. Now I am a bug psychic, so I think I should be fine here. Actually, in fact, U-turn might be able to do more than I would normally hope. So let me go ahead and Swords Dance here as you try to Zap Cannon me, which I don't like. I think though we can potentially just U-turn, get the kill off, and then swap out to Gear Sharp. Right? Who wants an Iron Head? You do. You're good. You don't really need anything yet. Who wants her now? Is it the same person? No, you don't need that, man. As you send out Omali. Okay, you are a ground or rock fighting, excuse me. That's kind of fine with me, to be honest. I guess from here I can just you know what? I could have King Shield here. Why not, right? As you Ancient Power. Alright, that's a Shadow Force. Let's see if we can't one-shot him. Nah, it doesn't get the one-shot, but it still did a lot. And from here, I guess we just Shadow Sneak. Alright, we got the kill off there. Alright, and there's Gym Leader Gym Leader Morty defeated, if I can't say that properly. I'm not good enough yet? Alright, this badge is yours. Hey man, to be honest, the fact that you like set yourself up with like all that lore and you had a pretty decent team, I'll give you that. And you know, a bonus because you actually had some ghost types, right? Alright, but nonetheless, there's Gym Leader Morty defeated. I see. Your journey has taken you to faraway places and you have witnessed much more than I. You are most worthy of the fog badge, excuse me. Alright, but there is the fog badge. We have finally obtained it. We are now one badge away from finishing this region, guys. And essentially like 3 episodes possibly away, maybe 4, who knows, from finishing this run. Again, it's definitely been a journey for sure. As you receive the purple headband, let me go ahead and store that away. I also want to give you this TM. It raises your Pokemon special attack by quite a bit. Was it Nasty Plot? Wow, it actually is Nasty Plot. And the fact that it actually was Nasty Plot, not randomized, is even crazier, right? Alright, but we got 5 winner trade tickets, and that is Morty defeated. Alright, again, we've definitely made it pretty far, man. We got ourselves a shiny, and we've actually made ourselves a fusion of that shiny. Again, here they are. It's looking really cool, man. Again, like the fact that it's a Mawile too, like really cool. There is a lot of content left to do in this game. I know Infinite Fusion 2 is technically out at this time. I think there are only 2 gyms up, so I'm completely fine with taking my time and finishing this one before I hop onto that real quick. And again, if you do make it to this point, let me know if you guys want to see any fusions or anything in particular from this series before I move on to the next one, right? I definitely had a lot of fun recording this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, as always, consider dropping the like button. It definitely helps me out a ton. And if you haven't subbed to the channel thus far, consider subbing. That way you can stay up to date with this series, the next one that I have coming up, as well as any other current existing series on my channel, such as Pokemon Champions. But with all that yapping aside, as you guys head out, remember to have yourselves a damn good one. And as always, remember to take care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next Pokemon Infinite Fusion video. And until then, peace.